Previously on All My Children.
Shall we?
You know where we went wrong? Setting our first date in such a public place. I've never been really big at playing to a crowd.
You're the best.
You look sensational.
Thank you. And you know something? I was just thinking that myself. Come in. Come in. I'll get my purse. I think at this time of night we should probably just take 23 right into Philadelphia.
We're not going to Philadelphia.
Well, of course we are. We have a reservation at the Four Doves. Maurizio's going to be really annoyed at me if I don't show up.
He already was when I called and canceled. But he cheered up when I said that we'd come by next week.
Why did you cancel? I mean, we need a discreet restaurant to have dinner.
My thinking precisely. Hold on.
What is that for?
After what happened to us at the Valley Inn, I concluded that no restaurant would give us the privacy that we need. I don't want to share you, Erica. I want you all to myself. So tonight, we're dining in.
Happy birthday. What's the matter?
I feel like I'm having deja vu.
Oh, you think you know what's in that box? Go ahead, open it. I think you're really gonna enjoy it. You probably could really use it too, even though it's probably not what you were expecting.
Adrian, if you don't let me open that box, I am gonna punch you in your nose.
All right. Go right ahead. Well, you like?
It's lovely. It's lovely.
May I?
Thank you. Yes, please.
That key looks so beautiful hanging around your neck.
I bet it does. Thank you. Listen, do you think we could order now? I'm starving.
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever you'd like, birthday girl.
Ryan, are you there? Pick up the phone. It's, well, you know who it is. Just call me as soon as you can. It's important. You look nice. Where are you going?
What's the matter with you? You look a little shook up.
No. Well, yeah, but it's nothing.
You were trying to get a hold of Ryan, weren't you?
Well, yeah. I just wanted to tell him something.
Yeah? What? That you saw him on the night of the fireworks down on the beach. You saw him kissing another woman, didn't you?
How did you know? You saw them too?
Haley, you are the bravest person I know.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do, Ryan?
I don't know. Looks like you're already doing it. Get away from her.
Oh, man, that's not what it looks like.
Come on, Mateo. We were just...
Just what? You just what? Every time I walk in, you guys are just doing something, right? Talking, joking, working, exchanging confidences. And I'm like, wow. How lucky I am that Haley has a friend like Ryan. I guess it's just too bad that I walked in a little early this time, huh? A friend?
Oh, my God! This was a good idea. Staying in.
You changed your mind. I thought I saw anger flashing before your eyes earlier.
No, I was just surprised. I mean, we never could have had any real privacy in a restaurant. And we certainly don't want a repeat of the other night at the Valley Inn.
With the paparazzi hounding your every step.
Or your attorney stalking you from behind every potted plant.
Or Vanessa and Palmer swooping down on us.
And yet you so callously left me alone with them the minute your beeper went off.
An occupational hazard.
Of dining with a renowned cardiologist.
But not this time. I asked Dr. Hashimura to cover my calls. So, tonight there will be no interruptions.
Well, I must say now I feel rather guilty. I mean, I don't want your patients to have to settle for second best.
But you don't have to.
Thank you.
So what shall we toast to?
To no interruptions.
Sounds good.
David, this is lovely.
Well, considering that this is my first meal that I'm going to eat upstairs.
Oh, basement. Do you think we can ever put what's gone before behind us? I mean, everything, you know, the accident and the basement, your hand in the vase, everything. And be just two ordinary people just enjoying each other's company?
Ordinary people.
Well,
Oh, we're enjoying ourselves right now, aren't we?
yes.
But of course, I want more. I want to get to know you, Erica.
Well, what's to know? I mean, my life is an open book. 3 books, as a matter of fact.
I've read your books. Yesterday and this morning. They were very entertaining, and I'm sure there was some truth in them.
Why did you read my books?
I take everything I do very seriously.
Well, yes, that's true. I mean, I just watched you lighting these candles, and you acted like that was the most important thing in the world.
There's nothing more important to me right now, Erica, than to know you. To know you completely.
No, I didn't see him on the beach. I found his wallet, though. It was buried in the sand, you know, when we went down there afterwards and saw that junk lying on the beach.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I just figured it out. You saw him there, and then you came back to me, and that's why you were talking about being free and getting on with your life, and that's why you were so eager to make love with me.
No, Jake, I wanted that.
Oh, Jelly, come on. Give me a little credit here.
I'm sorry. You know, you're so nice to me, and I
You
just
love
keep
Ryan.
pushing
You love
away.
him. You've always loved him. And that's really all I need to know.
Yeah, I'm still in love with Ryan, and no matter what I do, I can't help it.
Right.
And I keep getting him into trouble, like with David Hayward, like when we were on the run, when we were in court. No matter what I do, I cause him pain.
Well, then why do you call him on the phone all the time? And it's none of my business, but calling him and leaving him messages is not, it's not going to get you two back together.
I wasn't leaving him messages to try and get back together with him. Even if I wanted that, he doesn't want that. I needed to talk to him because I have something to tell him. If I don't, something terrible is going to happen.
Terrible? What?
Yeah, remember that night on the beach?
Jillian, you got to forget that night. Just forget it. You got to leave it alone. I mean, if Ryan wants to spend his time with somebody else...
No,
there's
see,
nothing-
it's not just somebody else. It's Haley. He was kissing Haley on the beach that night.
Get up.
Mateo, please.
Please, come on, get up.
What has gotten into you?
This was nothing, man.
I was upset. He was just comforting me.
well,
That's
yeah.
all.
What a guy, huh? You always there for her when she's sad and alone?
Yeah, that's right. And she's always there for me, too. Wait, what's this all about?
I bet she's always there for you.
Come on, man. What is this?
Mateo, please don't.
Mateo, no matter what you think you saw here, man, I'm your friend.
God, you're a liar. You've been after her. You've been after her for a long time.
That is crazy.
I asked you to watch over her for me. I hired you to run my club. You're nothing but a user. Now get out. You're fired.
No, wait a minute. You are overreacting. He had his arm around me. For God's sakes, you've seen him with his arm around me
I trusted
before.
you. I trusted you too.
Will you listen to me? I was upset. He was only trying to make me feel better.
Is that what he was doing at the beach? Did he make you feel better then?
Aren't you gonna thank me?
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. I love my key.
No, not for that. I meant for not having a waiter come around and sing happy birthday to you.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I hate that.
Well, are you gonna ask me what the key is for?
I'm sure you'll let me know whenever you're ready to let me know.
Oh, come on, don't you want to guess?
Is it the key to your heart?
Oh, well, no, you stole that a long time ago.
Well, in that case, I don't think that I can guess.
Well, you're right, you probably won't.
So why don't you come over here, kiss me, and make every woman in this joint jealous?
Well. I think I can handle that. You know, I'm concerned about you. You are working entirely too hard.
And what else is new?
Yeah, but this case in particular, this patent infringement, this is crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's killing me with boredom and stress.
Yes, but that's where this little key comes into play.
And this key will open something that's gonna relieve boredom and stress.
Oh, yes.
That little resort we talked about in the Blue Ridge Mountains with the bathtub shaped like champagne glasses for lovers only, huh?
No. But it's better. Much, much better.
Isn't that the picture you brought down to Brazil with you?
Oh, no, it's not. I actually have a variety of pictures of my mother in various places of the house. They help me in very unexpected ways. Oh, getting comfort from photographs of your mother is not a concept that you can grasp very easily, I would guess.
And you would guess right.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
My mother loved me without reservation. I mean, whatever I did, whatever I did, my mother could always forgive me.
What could she possibly have to forgive you for?
Oh, just the regular mother-daughter things.
You don't want to tell me.
Well, I was hateful to her. I told my mother that I blamed her for my father leaving us. I told her I didn't think that she was woman enough to keep him.
I'm sure your mother understood that you didn't mean that.
No, it hurt her. And I knew it hurt her.
How old were you when your father left?
9. I was 9. My father went back to his career in Hollywood. My father was a very famous film director.
Yes, I know.
Well, he left us to go back to his much more glamorous life in Hollywood. And I know now that my mother must have blamed herself. And so it was particularly cruel that I told my mother that I thought it was her fault that my father left, because the truth is that I always thought I was.
You thought what? You thought that you were the reason why your father left?
Yes, I did. I did think that then.
I can see how bewildering that must have been for you.
Well, my father was just the most handsome, the most interesting and fascinating man in the world. So I thought maybe if I were smarter or prettier or more lovable, then. And so I tried and tried to work on that and waited for him to come back. Well, anyway, that's how a child thinks.
But your father did come back again.
Yes, he did. He came back very briefly, but not in the way that I ever had hoped.
Is your father, is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Well, then he's had the opportunity to see the person that you've become. He's been able to see your success, your fame. My father died. I can't say that.
Oh, but your father was a really great man. And no matter how I fantasized about my father, I could never say that about him.
Look, that night at the beach is not what you think either. Okay, you have to understand the way I've been feeling, the way I felt that night.
Mateo, honestly, believe me, please, you're way off base. It was just this crazy thing that happened, man. I thought she was in trouble.
Right, shut up. Shut up, both of you. You're pathetic. You're guilty, you're caught, you're trying to explain your way out of this. Listen, I want you out of here. Go to the cash register, get what you owed to you, and get out. All right? And don't ever step foot in this club again.
All right. I'll do that as long as I get a chance to explain
No.
it.
Let me handle this. Okay, Ryan, please.
Are you sure?
I'm not afraid of Mateo. I hope I never have to be.
I believed in you.
I never once lied to you. Not once. Not ever.
You saying the kiss didn't happen?
No, it happened.
But it wasn't the type of kiss that you'd give a friend.
Mateo.
Was it? Was it?
No, it wasn't. I really can't explain the kiss.
There's nothing more to say.
Yes, there is. There's a lot more to
that
say.
night I was at the fireworks, and I was looking up at the stars like this big old sap, wishing that you were happy. I guess you were happy. Very happy.
No, I was miserable. And Ryan has been the only person I could talk to since this whole
You
thing
think
began.
that helps me hearing that? This whole mess began a long time ago when you spent all those nights in jail for Ryan's sake. And I'm sitting there at home thinking, this isn't right. Why is she doing that? This is not normal. And I put up with it. See, that was my first mistake. I should have left you then and there. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot to let you get away with that.
This is what happens when you get angry. What you really are is angry at yourself.
At myself? What the hell did I do wrong? You left. You left me and our marriage while I was bending over backwards to help you get what you needed, whatever you needed.
Stop talking
You know,
like this. I can't take
I
it.
offered to relocate my son. Another. It's just to see maybe if I could help fix things between me and you.
And I said no to you. Again and again, I said no.
Right.
I didn't want you to have to do that.
All you wanted to do was sit in a room by yourself and be miserable. I thought that was insane. I really did. But did I say that? No. I swallowed back what I was feeling, and I let you do whatever you needed to do. When the whole time, did you ever think maybe I needed you?
I know that.
Yeah, you know that?
I know that, but I didn't want to add to your stress level.
My kids wigging out, burning things, tearing up rooms. I've got an ex-wife in traction with no visible means of support anywhere. Not a damn relative in the world wants to take responsibility for her. But hey, I get to handle that on my own, huh? Did I come running to you? No, I took it like a man.
I know that.
Did you support me and help me like a wife does?
Yes, I did. For months. You know I did.
You left. That's what you did. You checked out.
I had to. For our sake.
Please. For our sake. For your sake. You can't handle anything. You can't handle any of our problems. It's too much for you. You want no part of them. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out now. Was this a plan? And, go on to another man like that, Ryan? Since I couldn't give you happiness, maybe you can find happiness someplace else.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that was bound to happen. See, you told me you needed help. I should have helped you, but you ran to Ryan. And boy, he knew just how to play it, didn't he? He told you just what you wanted to hear. Kissing him on the beach.
Mateo, that's not the way it is. You know, Ryan is my friend. There's nothing more to it, in spite of what happened at the beach.
Really?
There's nothing more than that.
So I guess you haven't slept with him yet, huh? Too public of a place, probably. People saw you. And now that I know, I guess it's just complicated, huh?
Just shut up, Mateo. Shut up. I don't want to sleep with Ryan. The only person I've ever wanted is you. And if you just think for a minute and calm down, in spite of everything, you know that's true. I am still me. Don't you know by now that the only man I've ever loved in this world is you?
I should have just told you that night. I should have just told you what had happened, but I couldn't. I couldn't get myself to just say it.
That's okay. I get it. Wow. I can't believe this. I'm sorry. This is a lot worse for you than I thought.
I thought Haley knew that we belonged together. Why are you being so nice to me, Jake? I mean, you have all the right in the world to just walk away.
Be quiet. I'm sorry this is happening to you. I really am. It's, ugh. But Jillian, Ryan, and Haley, they're adults. I mean, if they're going to start something like this, it's their business. They'll deal with the consequences.
Jake, I don't want bad things to happen to Ryan. I know he's in love with my best friend, and it's really hard for me, and it's stupid, and it's crazy. And I can't even believe that I am feeling like this. I love him, and he doesn't love me, and I don't want bad things to happen to him.
Erica, can I tell you something that I haven't told you?
Yes.
When I was a kid, my absolute favorite movie in the whole world was King of the Desert.
King of the Desert, my father directed that.
I know.
It was his greatest hit. Wasn't it a wonderful movie?
Oh, I loved it. Whenever it was on The Late Show, I would stay up all night to watch it. Nobody ever cared about my bedtime, so. But I also had this comic strip version of it, right? And had Scotch tape all over it from my reading it so many times.
Really? How old were you?
9, 10, I don't know.
And I bet that you used to like to pretend that you were Gaston,
No.
Desert Fox.
I would take this white scarf, I would wrap it around my head, and I would leap around from chair to chair in our house. And whenever my father would come home, sometimes he would put this ratty old hat on, and he would pretend that he was the old faithful servant. So how about you? Did you pretend that you were, what was her name? Zulema?
Zulema. No, I didn't have to pretend I was Zulema, because I'm already in the movie.
You're in the movie?
I know. It was made a long time before I was born, but I convinced myself that I was that little girl. The little girl at the end with the big almond eyes waving goodbye. Well, I would imagine that there was this great big sound stage, and there were lots of little girls, and they were auditioning for the part. And my father would come in, you know, the director with the houndstooth jacket and the patches on his sleeves, and he would be looking over all these little girls, and he wanted to pick the perfect little girl who was the one who waved goodbye at the end, and he would choose me.
I don't remember that part. I guess it was a long time ago
I guess
since I've
so.
seen it.
I haven't seen it in a long time either. I mean, they sent me a video, and they say that it's remastered. In fact, on the box, it says it's better than ever, but I don't know. I just haven't looked at it yet.
I remember mostly the adventure parts.
Ah.
With Gaston and Samson riding in the desert.
You mean Samuel. His old faithful servant. His name was Samuel.
It's Samson. I remember my father and I used to play, and he was Samson.
Well, I'm sure that you played. It's just that his name was Samuel. I should remember the character's name in my father's best movie.
No. I don't think so.
I know so.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. We're going to have to watch the movie.
You want to watch King of the Desert with me?
Yes, Erica. I would like to, very much.
All right. All right. The video's in the den. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I want to see the little girl with almond eyes who waves goodbye.
It's the hottest week of the summer.
I love you, Lindsay.
I'm starting to remember the accident.
Lindsay's disappeared. We've got an emergency on our hands.
She is going to pay for what she has done.
We are running out of time here. Go ahead, jump. Make my day.
Things are getting hotter on One Life to Live, your great summer escape.
Well, that was as good as I remembered. Even better.
Oh, it's a great movie.
You think we're meant to cry at the end?
Well, of course. Why don't you usually cry?
Well, you're the one that wanted to be ordinary. What's more ordinary than two people sharing a Kleenex over a movie? Oh, I guess I owe you an apology.
The name of the faithful servant?
Samuel.
Thank you.
I suppose if we're going to be spending time together, I'm going to have to get used to not being right all the time.
That will be hard for you.
Oof.
It was very important for me to see this movie again after all this time.
Me too.
I'm very glad we could see it together.
I think it's time for us to say goodnight, huh?
Yes.
I mean, you have that important press conference tomorrow, right?
And you have surgery.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Thank you for making dinner. I'll have Carl wash the dishes. I'll have her deliver them to you.
Don't worry about it. Just throw them out.
Throw them out.
Yeah.
They're crystal.
Yeah, I know. I wanted everything to be very special tonight. But I have no use for them. I live in a hotel suite.
Well, I'm not going to throw them out. I mean, they're crystal. They're beautiful. I'll save them.
Sounds like a plan. Well then. Good night, everybody.
Good night, David. David, wait.
A batting cage?
Oh, you actually know what this is?
Okay, I've seen one.
Okay, all right. Well, you know that they relieve a lot of stress because it requires lots of concentration and a good time.
But wait, how would you know that I was gonna like this? I mean, we've never even talked about baseball.
I think I know a few things about you by now.
Uh-huh.
Come on over here. I'll show you everything you need to know.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. The ball's gonna come out there, right?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna hit me in the head?
No, now we haven't lost a batter yet, have they?
But they come out really fast.
Listen. Just do what I tell you. You'll be fine. All right?
Okay.
All right, good. Here we go.
Okay.
Now, what you want to do is you want to get your balance stance.
What's the balance stance?
Here, just work with me. Look down here. Let's get this together here.
Okay.
Come on. There you go. Good. Now you want to coil your weight to the back.
Okay, it's back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now you want to start your swing at the hips. You know what the hips are, right?
Oh, I think I
Can you
can find
feel
them.
Okay. Now next thing you want to do is you want to grip the bat very lightly. Let it
Okay.
lay across your fingers here in the middle. Don't
Fingers.
let it rest in the palm of your hands.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Now you think you can take a few swings at this?
Well, I'd really rather just stay right here with you.
Well, that sounds good, but how about if I send a few of these down here real slowly and whatever you do, don't get frustrated if you miss the first few. All right there, young lady, let's see what you got. You were always talking about what you can do. Well, now you got your chance. Let's go, come on. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
You're right. This is a great stress reliever.
Wait a minute, what's going on over here?
Well, there is one thing you didn't know about me, Adrian.
I can see.
I was a star of my high school softball team.
Yeah, well, you don't have to tell me that twice.
But I love my little key. But you really shouldn't have.
Jake, I keep drawing you into my problems.
Yeah, you do.
And all because we live in the same boarding house.
You really think that?
No.
I care about you, Jillian, a lot. No matter who you're in love with.
I don't want anything to happen that would ruin our friendship.
It's not possible.
You know, maybe that's,
No, I don't think it's Ryan. It's probably my date.
You have a date now?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, come on in. Sorry about the confusion. Hope you're up for a late dinner.
Yeah, well, I've dated doctors before.
Oh, yeah. Jillian, this is Karen. Karen, Jillian.
Yeah, we met at the health club.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
So, I guess we should run.
Yeah, well, thank you, Jake. You've been amazing as always. I mean, talking to.
Well, look, a piece of advice. Don't use the phone anymore. Go peruse a book. There's plenty there. Find a good murder mystery.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Forget about everything else.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we?
Have fun. Good night, Jake.
I'll never believe another word that comes out of your mouth.
You don't believe that I love you? Look, I can't explain the kiss. I can't explain anything that happened that night.
But it happened. How long's Raquel been here? Almost a year. Do you know how many times I've thought back on her and me? She was my first love. We tried so hard to stay together, but we couldn't. And not once was I tempted to kiss her. And she didn't make it easy.
I know that.
Yeah. We even slept in the same bed one night. Didn't even consider it. Because I would never do anything to hurt you or humiliate you.
What can I say? You're a stronger person than I am.
Yep. I'm gonna go.
Please don't go. Mateo, please. Or I'll go with you. We can't leave things like this. Come on. Can we just go home and talk about it?
Home? You left. We don't have a home anymore.
Yes, Erica.
This turned out to be a lovely evening, just like ordinary people have. And so I wanted to say what an ordinary girl would say after such a nice date. Thank you. I had a wonderful time.
And I guess the guy would say, I'll call you.
Oh. Then the girl would think, I wonder if he really will.
Of course we have a home. Look, I only... You know why I left. I had to deal with my sobriety so I could be stronger.
Yeah, you couldn't cope with Raquel and Max. And I let you go because I felt guilty for bringing them into your life.
I never once blamed them or you.
You're right. Because they had nothing to do with it. You left me to be with Ryan.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not leaving Pine Valley until I get my cut.
Was it like that, huh? Did you kiss him like that?